Now I have the Orange County choppers look. A while back, guys, I did a review of the DURABLADE. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I love Phillips Norelco's one blade, but this DURABLADE from Remington has its own merits. And I promised I'd do like a comprehensive test of this, but I haven't. So anyway, we're gonna do the second on-camera shave with the DURABLADE. I'm gonna use it to get rid of this stubble, but what I'll do today is I'll try to shape a goatee first and then a mustache and see how it handles. All right, it won't be compared to one blade today. It's just gonna have its own Remington show. Now the claim to fame for this, if you've been looking at one blade, this is like the poor man's version of the one blade. This retailed back when I picked it up, I think it was about $27. And this blade is supposed to be a 5-year blade. All right, so one shot you're paying under $30, and it should work for what you're gonna do with it. One pass, stubble cut. So these hybrid razors don't get as close as a traditional blade. So if you're a casual guy, average guy like me, that might be cool. But if you need a baby smooth face, what I use this in one blade for is getting rid of that first pass, because there's no irritation, no nicks, no cuts. You can knock off a thick beard or a thick stubble. No matter what razor you're using, a thick stubble will grab and bite. So this I've found is a good use for getting rid of that hair. Also trimming in around, the sensitive bits around your lips, under the nose, right guys? Around the Adam's apple. Much easier with something like this. And if you need to run and gun, what might be good for you with this is, since it has a USB charging cord, leave it in your vehicle. Plug it right in. Always be ready. If you ever notice sometimes you shave and you miss the spot and you're like, damn, what do I do? All right, so without further ado, I'll get into the shave here. And again, I'm gonna trim up the goatee first, and then, why am I talking? Let's just do it. Let's do it. All right, start on this side. Now you're supposed to work against the gray. So the hair on your face, or at least my face, typically the hair on your face grows down against the grain, would be up. So as you can see, it makes pretty quick work of both sides of my face. Now, the beauty of one blade, I don't have it in front of me, and this is not a comparison, but the beauty of one blade is that it has a thin head, and you get right in here and trim this up. Let me see if DURABLADE does the same. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad, guys. $27, $28. If the blade lasts you 5 years. And you know what? If the blade lasts you 1 year, you get a new one for $27, right? Okay, here we go. Now, I don't have the right type of lens. I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty smooth. There's little bits of stubble left, but, you know, acceptable for, again, for the average guy. Now, the problem area I have is on my neck. A rotary, electric razor, these hybrid razors, it's very difficult to get a nice clean, at least for me. But we'll see how DURABLADE works. Now the hair on my neck grows in all different directions, but typically it's growing up. So I'm gonna kind of turn this action around and trim the other way. Here we go. Now the beauty of these hybrid razors, like One Blade and this Remington DURABLADE, there's no irritation. Multiple passes, the action of, you know, scraping your skin is really what irritates you. So the less irritation, the smoothness of these heads here and the cutting action allows you to do multiple passes. So if you need to come at it from different angles, you're not one red mess when you're done. Pretty good. Now, if you can see on my neck, or if you want to, still a little bit of stubble, and that's because the hair is growing in all different directions. But if you need that baby fine, baby smooth, you know, going corporate kind of look, you're gonna have to pull out a traditional razor. But for the everyday, this is pretty good. Very comparable to my beloved One Blade, I'd have to say. All right, so now that you see the goatee, I mean, did that quickly, so now I'm gonna get rid of the goatee and just go with the Billy D. And this is a spot here. Real tough, coarse hair, white hair, because I'm old. But let's see how DURABLADE attacks it. Now, I've never had that happen on one blade. Didn't hurt, but there's a weeper. Maybe it was a pimple or something. Now I have the Orange County Choppers look. Senior. I got the senior look. Well, let's get rid of the chops here. Yeah. With one blade, I do this maneuver where I shave over my lips. Actually, shave. I'm not doing it with this because I did cut myself. Again, it didn't hurt, but what do we think, guys? We like the mustache? Should I leave the Billy D. Williams look going? No. All right, here we go. We're going to get rid of the mustache now. Oh. Now, there's a little bit of warmth or a little bit of heat that you're feeling with this blade as opposed to one blade. So all in all, with the exception of that little weeper, poor man's version of one blade. But, you know, if you're using this as your first pass or just something you're leaving in the car, this may be what you want. Because if this blade lasts a year or 2 years, let alone 5, economical version. So I'd have to say, but the other thing though, I don't know if you can see this, is on this shirt, lots of hair that I don't notice when I'm using one. Maybe I'm just biased with one blade, guys, but Remington's DURABLADE, average guy tested, I'm gonna have to say average guy approved. Low cost, economical, hybrid electric razor for the casual man, for the average guy. Well, the other thing with this tool here is you can use it to get that ear hair. Trim the sideburns. And get into all those nooks and crannies. There you go. As usual, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again real soon with another product review, probably like tomorrow. But in the meantime, remember, keep pushing play. And I'll see you on the other side.